Are you ready for our final chat of the week? One more time, you guys ready? Wow, I think we learned a lot these past couple days. We heard from the best of sales, the best of coaches, the best of tech, and this conference has been in the making for about 3 years, and we expected about 500 people, and we got 780 people in Las Vegas. Give yourselves a hand. I just want to say thank you so much to all of you for coming out, for learning and growing together. And I'm so excited for the future of Rilla. And I want to say my name has been Pat Johnson. Thank you so much for having me. But the man that you care about, the man you've all been waiting for, I'd like to bring up to the stage the founder and CEO of Rilla, Sebastian Jimenez.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I swear. Thank you all. I swear this is the last time that you are going to be hearing from me during this conference. I know my voice is almost over, the event is almost over, and you guys are probably sick of hearing about me. So I am not going to be talking for long right now. I'm going to talk for a few minutes. I'm going to recap what we did, where we are, and where we're going just for a few minutes. And by the end of this speech, one of you will be leaving with that truck. That's it. A few minutes, and one of you will get a truck. Are you guys ready? All right. So let's do it. Sales is a sport. We brought you the best of sales to the Rilla Masters. The best sales leaders, Catherine Howard, Tommy Mello, and more than 30 sales coaches and sales leaders in this industry who did the largest execution of Moneyball for sales that we have ever seen. We launched a new metric, just like Billy Beane based a lot of his success at the Oakland A's on one metric he called on-base percentage. We uncovered a new metric by doing Rilla analysis that was called the emotional response variability. And we noticed that this metric actually dramatically increases your average ticket. We had the coaches unpack this metric here. Alan Langer, one of our panelists, who's an awesome coach, by the way. Everybody was raving about Alan Langer and Doug Wyatt. Who here liked Alan Langer's panel? Give a big round of applause. And Doug Wyatt. Great panelists. And we learned about many other metrics that we commonly publish at Rilla, but we did it at the Masters in a way that we've never done before. We had the most amount of data that we've ever collected and analyzed for a single event right here at the Rilla Masters. Literally millions of data points were analyzed. We analyzed the good, better, best. We analyzed financing. We had so many metrics. We brought you the best sales leaders, the best sales data that you can only find right here at the Rilla Masters, but we also brought you the best of sports. We brought you the best general manager in baseball history, Billy Beane. We brought you the best coach, probably the best. So some people say he's the best coach of all time. I believe it. I like Nick Saban. He's also into sales, so I'm biased. We brought you the best of sales, the best of sports, and the best technology. And, you know, people are telling me about the opening remarks. You know, like, Sebastian, the opening remarks were awesome. Your energy. And I was like, really? The opening remarks, I was trying to keep myself cool, man. I was trying to save my voice because I was trying to save my voice for this new mobile app that we launched because, my God, I was excited about that. I was like, the opening remarks. Brought you an all-new, all-different Rilla mobile app with all the functionality of the web, the intuitiveness of the best mobile apps in the world, and a completely new, revolutionary voice interface that you can now use to interact with your ride-alongs and do ride-alongs completely hands-free. We are literally pushing the boundaries of technology here together at the Rilla Masters. And thank you all to all of our customers. You guys are our partners. We would not have been able to do this without you. I mean, we literally have members of our customer advisory. Can you guys please stand up? Members of our customer advisory board, Pete and Sylvia and Chris and John. Can you guys stand up so everybody can see you? Just so you guys know, We meet with these folks every single quarter to learn how we can improve our product for you, our coaches of the trades, and they literally represent the thousands of coaches in America because they are so awesome at using this product and at taking it to the next level. We literally would not have been able to build this experience without them. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for everything that you've given us. Thank you. We launched the all-new, all-different Rilla mobile app, and we had the most awesome onboarding experience that we've ever created at Rilla. I cannot tell you how many times our CFO, Garrett, told me we cannot do this. Arcade games, we can't do that. It's too expensive. And then I said, Garrett, not only are we going to do the arcade games, we're going to be giving out 600 new Apple AirPods. And we did. And we gave it because everybody did their onboardings. 600 new pairs of Apple AirPods. So now that you all have been onboarded, you guys are in Vegas. Go out and do some ride-alongs in some funky places. I was already seeing pictures. I think Sylvia sent me a picture of doing a ride-along in an igloo or something. Was that it, Sylvia? Ice hotel. She went to an ice hotel. They said, go to Grand Canyon. Go do some ride-alongs. We're in Vegas. The night is young. And you could still do some ride-alongs in some funky places. Don't blame it on me, okay? It was like, oh, Sebastian said I could go to Vegas and do some ride-alongs. And so we brought you this all-new, all-different mobile app, but there's one more piece of technology that we haven't revealed. Because I don't know if you recall earlier in the opening remarks, I said to you that we were going to do another Rilla first, another first for the industry, which is that we did a hackathon. And so you guys told us that you wanted to build an objection inspector where we could literally analyze all the objections that are happening in the market, whether you're tracking them or not, just being proactive and not reactive about the objections that are happening. And I think we got something pretty cool to show you. And instead of taking it from me, because I was not involved at all in building this, because I was busy with other stuff, trying to get Rick to wake up on stage. In order to tell you all about it, here is our head of product, Kunal Abichandani. Kunal, take it away.
Thank you, Sebastian. Really, really great and excited to share with you what the product and engineering team has, thank you. What the product and engineering team has been up to these last 36 hours. So, you guys made it very, very clear yesterday morning when we were voting that the objection inspector was the feature that you were most excited for us to build. I can say that today we're very sleep deprived, but also very caffeinated because we've spent so much time building this new feature and new product that we think you guys will really love and we're excited to show you. But before I show you a demo of this product, I want to give you a sneak peek into how we build product here at Rilla because I think it's really special. So before we even write a single line of code or design a single pixel, we want to make sure that we feel confident understanding your workflows and your use cases so that we design something that's valuable for you. So sometimes we hop on Zoom calls, sometimes we hop on phone calls, sometimes we go fly in person to go visit customers, sometimes we go to the casino, but we do whatever it takes to get data from you guys to understand how we can build the best product. I want to give a special shout out to Sylvia, who gave us a whole crash course on her sales method and how she views objections to help us really get off the ground with this new feature. Here's a few more images from all of the wisdom that she shared. In addition to this qualitative feedback, we also go really deep with quantitative feedback. So we have all this really extreme and kind of scary looking data and analytics that tell us how you guys as our partners and customers use our product so we can build the most intuitive products for you. Then we go into idea land. This is where anything is possible. We build really quick, scrappy, bare bones mock-ups of what this new feature could look like. And then we share it with you, our partners, to see what you think. These are all images from this hackathon that we spent the last 36 hours on. We spoke to people from many different areas of sales, selling different things so that we can build a product that works for everyone. Simultaneously, our engineering team is really hard at work trying to figure out how do we build a system that scales well and is reliable so that the tens of thousands of people using Rilla every day never have to stop because of a product interruption. It's a lot of work, and it's very stressful. So shout out to the engineering team. So this is the stress that I was talking about. It's very stressful. So throughout this hackathon, there was a lot of stress. There was also a lot of late-night mischief with some of our customers. And then Chris, as you can see, passed our engineering interview. There's also a lot of caffeine, as you can see here. Lots of Monster, lots of Red Bull, lots of really bad coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. And sometimes the caffeine works, and sometimes it doesn't. So we take little power naps throughout the day to keep ourselves energized and excited for what we're about to build. But in the end, we've come up with something that we are so excited to share with you. And this is our engineering team. This was a picture taken before we built the product, but if we took one after, I'm sure everyone would be smiling the same way. But before I show you a demo of what we've built, I really want to quickly take a moment to talk about why we have such a comprehensive process for building product. Why do we go the extra mile? The reason is because there's this common thread that links everyone on the product team at Rilla. And that's that we had some kind of realization in our childhood or in our journey to joining Rilla where we realized that technology is so powerful and can really make people's lives better. And so I want to share my personal story with this particular thread. So this is me. I grew up in Finland where my parents worked at Nokia. And I kind of watched this company, Nokia, change the world by connecting humans all over different parts of the world. And I spent my childhood designing phones on Microsoft Paint and cardboard models that I wanted to show to my classmates. I also fell in love with technology for a second time when I was 15 years old, in the 9th grade. I had an app idea and I learned how to code. And seeing people in places like South Africa and Mexico use something I made in my bedroom is a feeling I'm never going to forget. I decided then that I would be spending the rest of my life building technology to help people. And you can see on the right, point 6 and 7 talk about my ambition. This is me as a 14-year-old writing my life goals, and it's always been about using technology to make people's lives better. And you can ask anyone on our team, and they'll say the same thing about how solving problems for the people, for all of you, the problems that you guys face day to day, is really what gets us energized and excited every single day. And one of the core reasons for that is that home improvement is, as an industry, is really the backbone of this country. And for some reason, the tech companies have kind of underserved this industry. And so it is really powerful and exciting to disrupt the status quo. It is so energizing and it's so much of an honor to be building for you, learning from you every single day, giving you superpowers, and hopefully putting a smile on your face with the products we build. So I just want to say thank you so much for making my dream come true and making the dream of everyone else at Rilla come true. So moving on to what we built in this hackathon. Super excited to share with you what we call and what you call Objection Inspector. So this is a quick first look at it. I'm going to dive into some of the more of the features and give you guys a quick demo. But first, I want to talk about what an objection's made out of. So actually, before I mention that, the objection feature is going to be an all-new tab in Rilla. The same way you have ride-alongs, the same way you have comments, there's now going to be objections. And this is like your centralized command center for you to view all your objections in one place. Each objection contains some metrics that are useful for you. Things like, what is the objection? How often does the objection come up? what is the impact of that objection on your close rate? What is the impact of that objection on your average ticket? And how often are your reps overcoming that objection over time? Is that increasing or decreasing? Next, we also have objection filters. Objection filters are ways for you to really quickly dice your objections to find the ones that you care about the most. Shout out to Sylvia here for telling us about the categories of objections, and shout out to Chris for telling us about the different disk profiles. And these are ways that we can always expand on to help you find the objections you care about the most. There's also objection drill down, which is, let's say you want to learn more about how an objection impacts your business. You can see what part of your process causes the biggest impact to your objection. You can see which reps struggle the most with an objection and which reps are crushing it with that objection. We also have a rep view, which is a view for you to see how a certain rep does with all objections. So you can see how often do they face an objection, how often do they overcome it, and you can also very easily see what those key moments look like with little clips under each objection. Now, I want to show you guys a quick demo on the screen to show you that we actually built this, and it's not just screens. Cool. So this should look very familiar because you just looked at it, but this is the objection dashboard. You can see all of your different objections here, and then also your categories on the left. So let's maybe look at the price category, because I'm interested in seeing how does price really impact my business in the form of objections. So I can see here there's 3 objections that come up related to the price in the last 30 days. Affordability and budget constraints seems like that's coming up 11,000 times, and it's impacting my close rate by 65%. That's pretty impactful. So let's maybe dive deeper into that. There you go. So now you have the objection drill down, where you can see how that objection is impacting your business. So you can see the close rate impact, you can see the percentage of total conversations that this objection comes up in, the tracker impact that we talked about, and then also the reps that are struggling and crushing this objection. We have one more thing that I didn't show you. We have Rick on the web app. Today, Sebastian announced that Rick is coming to mobile. And so we decided to add Rick to this new objection inspector. So we're going to ask Rick in the objection inspector, what was the average close price of a sale if an objection was mentioned versus when an objection was not. Yeah, this is super interesting. We can see how objections in general impact the close price. So Rick is thinking, and there you go. It tells you that the average close price of a sale was approximately $1,163, and one where there was an objection, it was slightly higher. So that's super interesting. Overcoming that objection actually increased the average ticket of those conversations. So without needing to go through any of these charts, you can get answers to any questions you have about your company's objections in one click. So that was the demo. Thanks for giving us this opportunity. I skipped ahead. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to say before I get off stage that thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. As always, please come give us feedback on what you thought about this feature. Ask us more about how we built this product, and if you have any questions, we're happy to share. And thank you again so much for giving us the opportunity to build the future alongside you guys. It really means a lot.
Shit. Give it up one more time for Kunal, man. That was awesome. Holy shit. I had never seen that before right now, but they did it, man. Wow, good job, engineers. Give it up for the engineers, man. That was awesome, man. That was so cool. And it looks nice. I thought they were gonna cobble together. It was gonna look ugly. It looks very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. And we, oh, I don't need the music anymore. Thank you. We're gonna bring it back, guys. We're gonna bring it back at the end. So yeah, guys. So like I said earlier, at Rilla, we really just constantly like to build new products. I mean, like I said at the opening remarks, we launched 3,000 new features, some of them big, some of them small. We launched a new one right here in 36 hours. We love to ship new things and put them in your hands and see how they impact your daily lives. Because you see, Rilla's a software as a service company. You know, we work with a lot of home service contractors, but what we're in the business of is we're a software as a service business. And this kind of always seems like an oxymoron to people. Like, how could software be a service? Software is something that you buy in the store, like a video game or a CD. Like, well, how can software be a service? What are you in the service of? And when people ask me this, I've thought about this a lot. And if you actually boil it down to the fundamentals, what we're in the service of, we are in the service of innovation. That is our service. The reason why you, our customers, our partners, why you pay us money year after year after year is because we give you a promise that we will continue to update and improve our product, and that we will use that money that you earned really hard, that we will use that money to actually hire the best product people and the best engineers so that we can continue to innovate and push the boundaries of technology forward. That has been our promise, and that is the service that we are of. And that is why we love bringing you the best technology that we have to offer. That is what we do. We work 6 days a week, 12-hour days, super hard, so that we could fulfill that promise that we give you every single year. So that's why we love bringing you the best technology. And at the Rilla Masters, we try to bring you the best technology, the absolute very best technology that we have to offer. But not only did we bring you the best technology that Rilla has to offer, we brought you the best technology that this industry has to offer. I know a lot of you went out and talked to all the vendors, and you had a chance to meet the caliber of people that are coming to this industry to build for contractors. People from the best universities in the world, from Harvard and MIT and Stanford, and from the best companies in the world, building some of the most awesome products, some of the most complex AI products that are out there. They're right here, not in Silicon Valley, right here in Vegas with us all, right? And that's what's so cool to us about this, is that we never thought of Rilla as a singular entity floating around in nothingness. We always thought of ourselves as a small part of a larger movement, because that's how we think about this. It's the movement of contractors becoming the early adopters of technology. You know, at Rilla, we continue to break growth records. In startups, everybody's always obsessed about growth and how fast you can grow. And we've been very fortunate that we have literally become one of the fastest growing startups of all time, and we continue to do that. And that's not because, well, we like to think that it's because we're cool and because we're awesome, or because we have great energy, or because our products looks cool. That's not the main reason. The main reason is that this movement is literally taking us all the way to the moon. It's you guys. You guys becoming the early adopters of technology, and us being at the right place at the right time, building for home improvement contractors before anybody started to pay attention. That's what allowed us to become one of the fastest growing companies of all time. So like I said at the beginning of the show, just one more time, thank you all for making this happen. You guys are a part of this insane movement that's taking place in America and around the world. And this is gonna be a moment in time where people will think back. It's like, well, how did AI start? Well, home service contractors, they wanted to coach their people better. That's how it started. And that's really cool. That's really cool, because you guys helped us be here. I think you guys are helping us way more than we're helping you, but we hope that we can return the favor in just a small way. Which brings me to the last point. It brings me to the truck. So this truck, like I mentioned in the opening remarks, last year at the Rilla Yacht Party, we announced our Rilla Referral Partnership Race, where the top referral partner in the year was gonna win that truck. And, you know, again, this was one of these discussions that Rilla was like, hey guys, we're gonna give out a truck. We also gave out 2 Super Bowl tickets. I didn't know how expensive the Super Bowl was. I later found out that Americans really love football, like a lot. I was like, oh, 2 Super Bowl tickets, it's gonna be like $500. It's like going to the theater. Yeah. So I said it, and then we had to do it, so. But I mean, we launched a referral partnership race, and because we wanted your help in growing this movement. And you guys answered our call. Last year, Rilla grew more than 3x last year. We tripled the size of our company. That's already getting to a pretty big size where it's very difficult to do that. You guys literally referred us, you know, hundreds and hundreds of people, of customers, and you allowed us to get to over 1,500 contractors that are using Rilla today, and tens of thousands of sales coaches and sales athletes around the country and the world now that are recording millions of conversations and doing millions and millions of ride-alongs, which is so awesome. And so you guys answered our call, and you guys helped us grow this movement, and we are forever grateful for that. But there was one person in this whole industry, just one person who really took this to the next level. And they referred us more customers than anybody. And that person, their name is Dustin Van Orman. Dustin Van Orman. So, I don't know where you are, Dustin. Is Dustin here? But you're driving out with that truck, man. Congratulations, Dustin. And if you want a chance to get that Corvette next year, because we're gonna be running it back, if you haven't done so, if you wanna get a head start, you should better start getting your phone out and pointing your camera to that QR code and clicking on that link and clicking on your name on that list and copy pasting that text message and sending it to the top 5 to 10 contractors that you think could benefit from Rilla just like you have. So go ahead and do that. So you too could win. We really mean it. You will see Dustin driving off with that truck. So you too could get a chance of winning that Corvette. So the best grand prizes at the Rilla Masters. We got you an all new, all different Rilla mobile app for free, complete with a revolutionary voice interface for free, where you could do hands-free ride-alongs, where you are free from your desktop. You got 600 free AirPods. You got a truck. Somebody's getting a trip to Hawaii. I don't even know what it is yet because we need to tabulate the result. And so we are taking freedom to the next level at the Rilla Masters. That's what it's all about. Sales, really, if you boil it down, is about people being free to live the life that they want and being in control of their own destiny. That's what sales is all about. It's about freedom. And we've had so much fun with all of you. And we had so much fun that we are gonna be running it back next year because we're doing the Rilla Masters again in 2026 in Miami, Florida. We're doing it again. The party keeps going on, baby. We're gonna go back to Miami, and we're gonna do the Rilla Masters. And if you wanna do your tickets right now and get the best prizes for the Rilla Masters 2026, go to that website and that QR code, click on that link, and get your tickets now. Get your tickets now for the Rilla Masters 2026. Make sure you do it now because you're gonna get the best prizes. And that's all, folks. Sales is a sport. The best of sales, the best of sports, and the best technology. We had so much fun with all of you. Thank you so much for coming. Let's see you again next year. Cue the music.